Good morning, friends. Welcome back. Okay, so this is our second demo session. And in this demo, let us try to explore a bit more about uh, cloud computing. Because at this particular time, we are dealing with cloud computing, right? And probably next week, morning 7 a.m., most probably morning 7 a.m., I'll be starting the Linux administration class as well. Okay, but as of now, let us just try to dig a bit deep into the cloud computing world. Okay. Rules remain same. When you have any doubt, please try to use the chat box so that it will be easy for me to come to each and every question. So just try to use a chat box in the middle of the session, and at the end of the session, you can unmute and we can have some discussion there in case if there is any doubt. Okay. Now, so let me just go through the package again briefly, what we are going to learn in this particular package. So first of all, you can say my introduction. I hope you understood like what you can expect from me. And the second thing is, yeah, we have the Amazon Web Services here and we have the Linux server administration. Amazon Web Services is for approximately 45 days. It can be a bit more actually. And this is a Linux administration and this will also take some days extra probably. Okay, so these are the two live sessions we have. And Windows servers, I'll share the recording sessions with you. Okay, and this is the Diwali offer here, friends, where we are offering all these three courses in 6,999. And each and every class will be recorded for sure. Live class will be recorded. Windows Server administrations recordings will be provided. So this is one advantage you have. Okay, each and every session will be recorded there. So in case if you miss your session, you can just go through the session before you come for the next session. And in case if you're not feeling comfortable in a topic, if you feel like it's a bit difficult topic, then again recording is available. You can just go through the recording again. Before you come to the next day, go to the recording, and probably if you have any doubt again, I'll be available for you there. Done? Now, these are the questions we have seen. Like, if I can just, brief of everything. Literally, there are no pre-requirements. Whatever pre-requirements are there, I'll be covering in case if there are any. Any person can learn the cloud computing and Linux server administration. And especially people who are interested in making a career in this cloud or servers, DevOps, cybersecurity, ethical hacking. This is the starting point, my friend. Don't try to dream too big. Okay, fine. Dreaming is not bad. But when I say dreaming in the sense, don't try to aim for a job directly in a big MNC on a high position. That is literally not possible. If someone is expecting 25 lakh per annum salary here, that is possible. But as of now, that is not possible. As a fresher or 2, 3 years of experience person, that is not possible. So within few years, you will reach there. You will reach your goal. But for that, you need to go through the basics and the fresher, and then you have to go with your experience. Okay. And how to do practice here? Quite easy. For Linux servers, I will provide you I'll show you how to do the Linux server practicals, as well as for your AWS. I will show you like how to create your AWS account and how to do all the practicals. Done? Now, coming back to our actual topic for the day, that is cloud computing. Look, my friend, to understand the concept of cloud computing, there are few things that we need to understand. If you know those things very well, the concept of cloud will look very easy to you. Now, one of the main thing that you need to understand here is this particular concept called server. See, every day in our life, knowingly or unknowingly, we are connected to many servers actually. See, will there be a day where we are not using internet? I don't think we can survive without the internet, right? Maybe we are living in a remote location, let's say in a village. I have seen farmers taking their mobile phones to the field when they work in the field and they are connected to YouTube and they are simply, listening some songs and some other things there. So literally every person is connected to a server every day. Now, what is a server? There are two things we will understand today. What is server and then how the server is helping us in, using the cloud computing concept. These are the two major questions for the day. Okay. Now see here, friends, let us try to simplify everything. When I say server here, if you think server is a hardware machine, you're absolutely right there. And if you think server is a software, that is the operating system, again, you're absolutely right. Both are correct. But the actual server, when we discuss about server in Linux administration or cloud, is actually your server operating system. Now, If I go with different layers here, let me just take you to a different slide. Yeah, you should simply remember this slide forever, this particular, layers forever. To begin with, server is a hardware machine. Server is a hardware where we have some processor, some memory, that is your RAM, and some hard disk, that is your storage. And there are some more components like NIC card and some other things. But overall, if you see what is a server, server is a machine where we have CPU, RAM, and storage. Okay, you may be thinking, I have a laptop, I have a desktop. In the laptop and desktop, there is a RAM, there is a processor, there is a storage. Of course, server and the laptop, the components are similar. The speed will be different, the capacity will be different, but the components are there with a similar name. We have a i7 processor in a laptop and we have a processor in server. We have 16 GB RAM in our laptop. We have some RAM in server. We have 500 GB of storage in our laptop. We have some 500 TB of storage in a server. So literally they are same, at least in the components wise. Okay. Now, on top of the server, what we do? On top of the laptop, what we do? Laptop or desktop, we have Windows 10 operating system or Windows 11 operating system there, right? Without the operating system, can we use a laptop or a desktop or even your mobile phone? Answer is no. So in a server also, we have a special server operating system available. The most famous server operating systems across the globe are the Windows Server operating systems and the Linux Server operating system. 90 to 95% servers across the globe, they go with either Windows Server or the Linux Server. So see, we are learning both the things, right? We are learning the Linux Server administration in our live classes, and we are getting the Windows Server administration recorded classes. So see, if you know these two server operating systems, 90 to 95%, at least 90% servers you can manage across the globe. That's a big thing, my friend. That's a very big thing. Server is the base of every business. Server operating system is the base of every technology. When you hear the technologies like, let's say, blockchain, artificial intelligence, data science, okay, what else? Robotics, satellite. There are many different technologies available there, right? Every technology is running somewhere on a server action. Got it? So one is a server hardware and the other one is your server operating system. Great. Now, by using this server hardware and by using this server operating system, what exactly we do? If I can simplify everything, my friend, by using this server hardware and by using this server operating system, we are simply running our application. Now, what is the application? Your WhatsApp is the application. When you send and receive the email, that is the application. When you go to YouTube, that is the application. When you ordered some food on Swiggy or Zomato, that is the application. When you just book any cab on Swiggy, Ola, or maybe Uber, that is the application. Okay, when you send a message on WhatsApp, that is the application. When you watch a movie on Netflix or Hotstar, that is the application. So literally, whatever things are available over the internet, my friend, each and everything comes under the application category. So the story here is to run a application. To run a application, we need server operating system, and to run the server operating system, we need server hardware. Job done. And what are these users? Users are you and me. So right now we are connected to this session through Zoom meeting, right? Zoom is a application. Where is that Zoom application running? It is running somewhere on a Linux server operating system or Windows. Most probably Linux, but still it is running on a server OS, and that server OS is running on some resources like CPU, RAM, and storage. This is the whole story, my friend. Across the globe for many decades and many more decades to come, this is the actual story. Now the concept that we need to understand here is, who are the people who are responsible for managing these servers? Answer is you and me. We are the server administrators. We know the Windows servers and Linux servers. We are managing the server operating system. See, when I say operating system, you already know about your Windows 10 or Windows 11 operating system, right? But my friend, server operating system is not so simple. Means it has many more options there. It has many more services there. It has many more features. So only a trained professional can manage a server operating system. Got it? So server operating system is something like, a person who knows about that server, who got some training about that server can manage the server operating system. Done. Then the server hardware. Who is managing the server hardware? I remember when I started my career in 2005-6, back in those days, I know about computer hardware. It was a very big deal. Actually, I was very famous in my locality in 2005, 6, 7 because I know about computer hardware. I know how to assemble the computer, open the computer. I started from there actually. That was the time when people used to start from computer hardware. Okay. So back in those days, knowing about a computer hardware was a big deal. But the technology has developed so much that if you know some basics of hardware, that is more than enough. I remember when I started the computer hardware, for the first time, I have seen many devices like hard disk or maybe motherboard and all those things. But today, literally every person have seen some hard disk and motherboard somewhere, or maybe you're having your own laptop and desktop, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so server hardware will be managed by the company. The server operating system will be managed by the company. So server hardware will be managed by the hardware engineer, and the operating system is managed by your system or server administrator. Okay, fine. I hope you understood this story here. Server hardware, OS and application. Done. Now, Windows and Linux server is our operating system, server operating system, so that we are learning. But till now, where exactly the cloud computing is coming into this picture? Now, cloud computing is coming at every level, application level, operating system level, and even your hardware layer. Okay. Now, let me just tell you a very simple example. So if you want to take a server, the cost of your server can be, let's say, $3,000. One server can cost you how many dollars? $3,000. And if you go with if you go with 100 servers, how much it will be? $3 lakh, right? Approximately $3 lakh. So if you want to go with 100 servers, if you want to take 100 servers, you have to take how many? You have to spend how much money here? You have to spend $3 lakh. If a person is starting a business, spending $3 lakh, that will be some crores of rupees, is a very big task. The business is a new business. The person don't know whether the business will be successful or not. So spending crores and crores of rupees before even your application has started running is a very difficult thing for any person, right? For any company. So the concept of cloud computing is the cloud provider like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Oracle, Alibaba, HP, IBM, Cisco, Juniper, DigitalOcean, Salesforce. You just name any big company. All these companies are cloud providers. Obviously, Amazon is the #1 cloud provider, but beside this, there are many more cloud providers, right? So all these cloud providers, you know what they do? This is, listen, you're spending 5 crore rupees for your data center. You are spending 3 crore rupees on data center. You are spending 10 crore rupees on data center. Why you are spending this much money? No need to spend this much money. A cloud provider will say, why you are spending that much money? My answer will be, if I'm not spending this much money on my infrastructure, how can I run my application? If I cannot run the application, how can I run my business? That's a very simple logic, right? Now the cloud provider like Amazon, Microsoft, or Google says, you do not spend this much money. You're wasting your money. Why you're wasting your money? Because we have the infrastructure available. Amazon says, how many servers you need? Okay, you need 100 servers. Fine. We will provide you the 100 servers. Okay, you need 300 servers. Fine. We will provide you the 300 servers, 3,000 servers, 30,000 servers, whatever. So this cloud provider people like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, they have data centers available in multiple physical locations across the globe. Let's say in Hyderabad, Pune, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, within India. And if you go out of India, let's say Dubai, London, Cape Town, Sydney, Ohio, somewhere in Brazil, somewhere in Russia, somewhere in China, somewhere in Indonesia, somewhere in Japan. So in all these places, they have the data center available. And in the data center, what they have? In the data centers, they have the servers. They have huge number of servers. Okay, let me just show you how many servers they may have in a data center. This is a very interesting concept here, friend. Just try to concentrate a bit more here. See, this is some data center of Amazon people. Wow. Just see the size of the data center, my friend. This is not even full 360 degrees photo. It is only one part of the data center. And what you see here, all those blocks are actually known as rack. And in each and every rack, there are many servers available. So as of now, in this photo, probably there are some thousands of servers available. How many? Thousands and thousands of servers available. And this is not even the full photo of that particular data center. So Amazon says, listen, we have this data center available. Use our data center and run the application. Use our data center and store your data. So what is business actually? Business is we are running applications and we are storing data. Everything comes under data and application only in a way, right? So Amazon says, tell us how much storage you need. Take the complete storage. Tell us how many servers you need. Take all the storage. So if I take storage physically in my company, what are the disadvantages? Let me just show you those disadvantages first. See, this is my company's data center. Let's say a small company's data center and someone is working in that company here. See, you can see probably there. So backside, what you see, these are the servers and firewalls and storage and all the devices. So in this data center, my friend, we have to spend crores and crores of rupees. And whenever there is a problem, we have to troubleshoot. Whenever there is an issue, we have to troubleshoot. Okay. And whenever you need to upgrade your resources, we need to again spend money. If a resource is not working, we need to repair. Okay. If there is a problem, we need to troubleshoot. Power backup should be there. AC should be there. Maintenance should be there. There are a lot of issues here. So cloud provider will say, listen, instead of doing all these activities here, we will provide you everything what you need. So what we need here to run a business, we need servers, we need routers, we need switches, we need storage, we need firewalls. So cloud provider will say, we will provide you everything. And this is our data center. Too big to imagine. Okay, let me show you one more photo here. One more image actually of some data center somewhere. Yeah, this is much better. This is also actually AWS data center only. And say someone is working there and can you see he is holding something there? This particular thing, what he is holding here is actually a server. Our application is running on this particular server. So see like this, how many servers are here? In this image only, we can see some hundreds of servers. Exactly. Data recovery also will be there. Yes. Now see, so there are some hundreds and thousands of servers. So company like Amazon will maintain all the servers. I repeat, company like Amazon, they will maintain all the servers and they will provide these servers to you and me. So we can take these servers and we can run our application there. We can run our company's application. So imagine there is a company with the name ABC, some company. And this company have decided to go with cloud computing because if they go with cloud computing, power backup, cooling system, taking a huge space, paying rent for huge space, bringing all the costly devices, okay, maintaining all the devices, upgrading the devices, repairing the devices, okay, making the network, everything will be taken care by the cloud provider. So company like A, B, and C, or let's say ABC company, they will say, okay, from today, we will run our applications in cloud. We will store our data in cloud. But the question here is, the question they may get is, application which is there in cloud, is it safe? The data which is there in cloud, is it safe? Because if there is no safety for your data or application, no one will go with that particular application, right? Or no one will go this particular data center. See, today, as of 2024, the data which is there within your company or the application that is there within your company, if you compare the data and application with the data which is there in cloud, the data which is there in cloud is more safe and secure compared to the data which is there within your company. I repeat, the application that is running in cloud is more safe and secure compared to the application which is running within our company. Got it? So this ABC company will go for a cloud engineer. They will look for multiple cloud engineers like you and me because they are planning to move their business into cloud. So they need some people to run their business in cloud, to run their application in cloud, to store the data in cloud, to provide the security on that particular data, to provide the security on that particular application. So they need all these people there. So for that reason, they are looking for the cloud engineers. For that reason, we are learning the cloud computing course. And this is what cloud computing is all about, my friend. Instead of taking the infrastructure on our own, instead of company buying the infrastructure by spending crores and crores of money, they can take the infrastructure from a cloud provider like Amazon, Microsoft, or Google, and they can simply run their business. And whatever headaches were there for last 3 decades, all the headaches have been removed due to this cloud computing concept. And what were the headaches? The headaches were like, uh, maintenance, power backup, cooling system. And exactly, one of the biggest disadvantage was the cost. Companies used to spend crores and crores of money, but now the cost has been reduced drastically. So because of these few features, cloud is the technology which is in demand, and cloud will be the technology which will remain in demand for, if I say ever, that will be a big statement actually, because no one knows when a technology can change. No one knows when a new technology can come. But I can say one thing: in our lifetime, we'll be working on cloud. If you're, trying to make a career in cloud, maybe our childrens, maybe they can get some other technology. Most probably that is possibility. But for us, till we retire, we can be there somewhere in cloud computing only. This is such a big thing, my friend. Okay, I hope you understood the concept now. We are running our applications and we are storing our data. Okay, so everything we will run on the cloud, because instead of managing our infrastructure and instead of, spending crores and crores of rupees on our infrastructure, we can simply go and use the cloud infrastructure and we can run our servers and applications there. So the hardware that we take in our company is called physical hardware, and the hardware that we take in a cloud is called virtual hardware. How the virtual hardware is working there, that's again a big discussion, a separate discussion. But as of now, this is your virtual hardware. Got it? I hope the concept is clear here. The cloud computing concept. Hmm? So yeah, this is your server. When we talk about server, we talk about server hardware as well as server operating system. But majorly we talk about server operating system only. But now we should know about server hardware also, because these are the layers. Done. Server hardware, operating system, and then the application or services. The hardware will look something like this actually. These are your hardware devices. This is your hardware router. This is your hardware firewall. This is your hardware switch. This is your hardware storage. And this is your hardware rack. All these devices are still available in cloud, but they are maintained and managed by the cloud provider itself. We are not managing anything. We are simply using them. How to use them is the concept for us. We have a concept where we are learning about router. We have a concept where we are learning about firewall. We have a concept where we are learning about storage. Server is not available here, friends, but still we need to learn about storage, firewall, router. So we are learning multiple things in cloud that makes actually cloud computing more interesting and more in demand. You're not just stuck to one particular path. Within cloud, there are many things, right? So there are different modules. So this makes the cloud computing more and more interesting. Okay. This is your on-premise data center actually. When you go with this data center, it will be like this. Servers will be there, routers will be there, switches will be there, firewalls will be there, all the devices will be there. But, you know, see, I just want to make a very important point here. If someone says everything is in cloud, everything is moving into cloud, that is actually not a correct statement. Yes, cloud is very high in demand for sure. It will remain very high in demand for many more years and many more decades to come. But if I say everything will move into cloud, that will not be a good statement. I take the example of money. Maybe let's say you have 50 lakh rupees in your bank, but you still have some money in your pocket in your house. You just try to keep some money in your home, right? Let's say 2 lakh rupees, 50,000 rupees, or 3 lakh rupees. You just keep some, like say 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupees in your pocket. Bank is acting as a cloud here. The money that you keep in your home or in your pocket is acting as your local data center. So if you keep 50 lakh rupees or let's say 5 crore rupees in bank, you still keep some money with you, isn't it? So the same concept applies here, my friend. You're moving lot of infrastructure in cloud. You're moving lot of applications and data in cloud, but still companies will keep some information within their network as well. NASA, when you think about NASA, you just think about the universe, right? Mars and, moon and all those things. NASA people are using cloud. They are using the AWS cloud actually, but they have not kept everything in cloud. Something that is not so important maybe for them, they have kept in cloud. And if they feel like, okay, this should not be there in cloud, they have kept in the data center. I'm not saying like the cloud security is not there, but just a big example here. They have not kept everything in cloud. Something is available in cloud and something is available within the network. So this model is actually known as hybrid cloud. In our computer network, in our company, some servers will be running and some servers will be running in cloud. In our company, some storage is there and some storage is there over the cloud. This is actually a very successful model that is called hybrid model. That also we will see, but as of now, this is a hybrid model. Okay. So if I go with the definition of cloud here, friends, I have copied this definition from Amazon Web Services documents. This is the definition. See what this is here. This is cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources. Now, what you mean by IT resource here? IT resource means everything that we have discussed till now, like a physical server, a server operating system, a server storage, a firewall, a router, everything comes under the IT resource. So cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. This is instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, and database on as needed basis from a cloud provider like Amazon Web Service. So there's a very, open invitation there, right? They are simply saying, listen, IT resources are the base of every business. So instead of buying, owning, and maintaining the IT resources in your data center, we will provide you all the IT resources like servers, storage, security, database. We'll provide you everything what you need. Just connect to our data centers, use them, and run your business and pay some money. So instead of spending 5 crore rupees, let us say you're paying only, let's say 10,000 rupees per month. That's a great deal, right? I'm not saying exactly 10,000, but overall, it will be much lesser compared to your on-premise data center. This is the definition from the Amazon people, and this is pay as you go pricing. Pay as you go pricing means whatever resources you're using, that much you need to pay. Like if you take the example of your electricity bill, maybe last month you got the electricity bill as, let's say, 1,000 rupees. Maybe next month you can get 1,800 rupees, or maybe next month you can get 700 rupees. How much you're consuming, that much bill you're getting there, right? Here also same. How much resources you are using there, how much resources you are consuming there, that much bill you are going to get there, my friend. Pay as you go. So how much bill you will get, how to know like how much bill can be there for this particular resources, all these things we need to see. Pricing or costing, we normally say it as cost. This is one thing that we need to see very carefully, because as a cloud administrator, one of the responsibilities is to minimize the cost, minimize the bill every month. I'll take one example. Let's say there is 10 TB of storage available. Okay, 10. Okay, almost 10 TB of storage available. If you keep 10 TB of storage in cloud, let us say you are getting the bill as, let's say, 3,000 rupees. Just for example, how much? Let me just change the color here. The pen actually. Okay, so you're getting 3,000 rupees as a bill. But the same 10 TB of storage, if I store in cloud, probably I may get 1,600 rupees as bill. Now, why there is a difference like this? To know the difference, you need to know the cloud actually. To know the difference, you know about that particular service. To know the difference, you should know about the pricing model of that particular service. There is something called storage classes there. There are different classes available, so you should know the classes there. So if you know the classes, you know very well, if I keep 10 TB of storage in cloud, whether I can pay 3,000 or should I go with like 1,600? It depends on the scenario. But see, there is a difference here. There is a clear difference here, my friend. So simply as a cloud engineer, as a cloud administrator, one of the main responsibility is to see the billing, to see how much they will charge for each service. According to that, we need to plan and we need to run our application or store our data there. Okay. And like, the question came yesterday, do we see like how to terminate an instance? Listen, my friend, if you're not aware of how to terminate something, how to delete something, that means you're not a complete administrator, a cloud administrator. You should know how to create something and you should know how to delete something for sure. Okay. Beside this, you should know how to use the resources very well. For example, if you go with Netflix, there are different options available in Netflix, right? Maybe someone is paying 2,000 rupees per month. Maybe someone is paying only 600 rupees or 800 rupees. It depends on the scenario, right? So like this, we need to be very careful here before we decide like what resources to use and how much billing can we get for that particular resource and how much bill we can minimize them. How much bill we can decrease their action. This is one of the responsibility of cloud administrator. Got it? Hopefully this definition is much more easier for you to like, keep cloud and other things. Okay. Now let me just go with some more definition here. Let me just go with the Microsoft. Let me go with IBM. Okay, I'll go with IBM definition here, a bit short. What it says, cloud computing transforms IT infrastructure into a utility. It lets you plug into infrastructure via the internet and use the computing resources without installing and maintaining them on premise. See, IBM is also a cloud provider, right? So literally they are showing you the same thing in a different way. That's it. Google. Citrix is again a very big company, a very important company. They also says the same thing. So these are the things. These are the cloud providers actually. And if you can do these things, servers, storage, applications, networking, security, users, groups, database, you are a complete cloud administrator there, my friend. If you can handle all these things, you are a cloud administrator for sure. If I can rank them, the most important service is obviously your servers, then it is your storage, then it is your networking. These are the three most important services. If you can, learn these three services very well, if you can answer these three services in interviews, I don't think any company will, let you go there. For sure. These are the three major services. Okay. In every service, there are different services again. Like, when you go with servers, it may take around 8 to 10 days for us in server, more than a week in storage, more than 10 days in networking. So like this, it will take a lot of time there. But what I'm saying here is, if you're good in these three services and there are some more services, if you're good, then done. You have already achieved your goal. You're ready to work in any company as a cloud administrator. Yeah, we'll cover these services, Niharika. You can just go through the syllabus. I have written all the details in the syllabus. So we'll be covering this in great details actually. Okay, so who can learn cloud computing? These are the things you need to know about before you learn the cloud computing. Anyhow, server administration and Windows administration, you're learning in great details, the complete administration, whatever is needed. And in networking, I'll just go through all these details in our regular classes. And there is something called virtualization that also we need to understand carefully. So all these things we'll see in our regular classes. See, tomorrow I'm not available because I have some appointment with a doctor. Okay. So tomorrow we don't have any class. That's Wednesday. There is no class. Thursday, I'll be again available, hopefully. Then hopefully I'll go with the remaining things. So today is, I think, the second and the last demo. If you have any doubts or any queries, or if you want to talk to me directly, you can simply, contact through me, contact through them actually. As of now, you can contact through the management. And if you have any doubts, you can clear everything. And after, like, we get a new link, our regular link. I'll share my WhatsApp number as well as my, email address so that, you can interact with me on that particular WhatsApp number. Any doubts, you can clear them. Okay. And I just want to say one thing again here. That is, this week we are taking class at 10 a.m. I just want to cover everything what I have done for them. And from next Monday, you'll be coming at 9 a.m. for AWS. And most probably, we'll start Linux administration next week at 7 a.m. 7 to 8 is Linux, and 9 to 10 will be like your AWS. So by the end of December, most probably, you will complete your AWS as well as Linux. And January, like I said, you will be more than ready to face interviews in any company across the globe. Okay. Okay, so that's it for the day, friends. I'm here for like at least couple of minutes in case if you still have any doubts, we can see, or else we'll come again on 14th, that is Thursday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, don't have class. Okay, so we'll meet again on 14th and let's see how it goes from there. And if you need any other assistant about the joining and all the other details, please contact on these numbers. These are the management numbers. So they will help you in all the other details. I think next Thursday, they will change the link. So let's see. The paid link will come. So probably.
Uh, Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, at the end of January, this course will be completed.
January 1st week, most probably the course will complete it. Today is still what? 11th, right? We have like 20 days in
Yeah.
this month and we have like next 1 month. So we have 50 to 55 days. So January maximum,
So,
January 1st
including
week.
AWS and Linux both.
Yeah, because if you come parallelly,
Mm.
then it is completed. 9 a.m. AWS and let's say 7 a.m. Linux, then it will be completed. But if you want to come for AWS first and if you want to come for like Linux, then it will take nearly 3 months or more than 3 months probably.
Yeah. So, what will be the timing for these courses? This, I mean, Linux you are taking at 10, and then I mean, you
No,
told
no, no,
earlier
no,
that
no.
you will class
See,
from 9 a.m.
AWS this week, it will be at 10 a.m. only for this
Mhm.
week. Next week, we need to come at 9 a.m. because already we have some people there. So 9 a.m.
Yeah.
till the end of the course, it will be 9 a.m. Done. And next week, I'll be starting Linux most probably at 7 a.m. 7 to 8 is Linux, then 9 to 10 is your AWS.
Okay. This Linux course timing, can it be changed, or it will be on 7 to 8 only?
As of now, this is 7 to 8, but every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, we'll start a new batch. So what I'm saying here is, if you're comfortable with AWS, as of now, go with AWS. And if you're not comfortable with Linux timings in this time, okay, then you can come in Linux after like a
Uh,
couple of weeks or so.
yeah, will that be possible, right? If I join later also the Linux?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. If you want to join in January 2025, also that's possible. In case
Okay.
if you're busy at 7 a.m., then come in some other batch.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, done. Uh,
Hi, I just wanted to know, uh, for like I am busy for a week, so I will not be able to join for a week. So once I
mhm.
come back, like, will we get the recorded sessions on everyday basis, or what is the process? Just
See,
wanted.
yeah,
Yeah.
9 to 10 is our class, right? At least from next
Yeah.
week, 9 to 10 is the class. So
Yeah.
once you finish the class at 10:15 a.m., most probably between 12 to 1 p.m., between
Okay.
this time, you will get your recordings. Within
Okay.
next 2 hours, you will get your recordings. But for to get the recordings, my friend, I just be honest here, you have to register for your course, then only you'll get the recordings actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as of now, these two recordings will be available on YouTube, but from the Thursday one, the recordings are not available on YouTube. So you have to join the course, then only they will send you the recordings here. So yeah, every day within next 2 hours of our class, you will get your recordings for sure.
For both AWS as well as Linux.
Exactly. Linux 7 to 8. So most
Yeah.
probably before 11 a.m., you will get your recordings of Linux.
Okay.
Actually, in DURGASOFT, we have two people whose responsibility is just to share the recordings. Because, every day there will be like, 50, 70, 80 classes will be conducted on different technologies, different courses. So we have dedicated team actually whose responsibility is just to share the recordings. So 99% cases there will not be a delay. Okay. Maybe some technical issues can be there, but 99% cases you will get the recordings on time for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's it for the day, friends, and hope to see you again on Thursday at same time, 10 a.m. India Standard Time. And we'll just try to dig deep into the cloud computing, and especially we'll just try to go with the Amazon Web Services infrastructure. We'll see where is the infrastructure available, how they're providing the infrastructure, and how we can take the infrastructure. Again, this is the starting thing as a cloud administrator. We need to understand carefully. So if you know where are the infrastructures available, how to connect to them, and how to access them, as a cloud administrator, your work in your company will be much more easier. One of the responsibility of a cloud administrator is to keep latency as less as possible. Latency means the delay. We should not keep a server in a place where it is very far from us. For example, if a company is in India, Amazon people are offering services from multiple locations, let's say from Mumbai and Hyderabad. So as a cloud administrator, if I select a region which is in, let's say, Sydney, which is around 12,000 kilometers away from my actual business, right? I can run my business, I can run the application there. But there are many ifs and buts we need to understand to run the application or store the data. So what I'm trying to say here is next session is all about the AWS infrastructure. We'll try to see how the infrastructure is there, where it is there, and how we can connect and how we can access the particular infrastructure. Okay, so next week I'll be taking classes till Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so that you are 100% ready to join with the 9 a.m. people. This week I'll take classes till Saturday only for this batch. Normally Saturdays and Sundays are off, or some Saturdays we can take class, but every Sunday is off for sure. Let's say there is big festival, we can take some extra class so that we can take off on that particular festival. Done. So that's it for the day, friends. Have a nice day. We'll meet again probably on Thursday again. Okay, take care. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Bye bye.